housekeeping items to share with you. During the presentation, all participants will be in listen-only mode. When a motion and second are requested from the membership, simply use the chat feature, which is located at the lower right corner of your WebEx. There will be a question and answer session at the end of the meeting to address questions from the membership that will be addressed to the Chairman Richardson or CEO President Mindak. You can also submit questions throughout the meeting by selecting Admin Host and clicking on the chat feature. The annual meeting is being recorded. We will send a link to all our registered attendees. I will now turn the meeting over to Jim Richardson, Chairman of the Board of Directors for Park City Credit Union.
Thank you, Julie. On behalf of Park City Credit Union, good afternoon and welcome. We're pleased to hold our 83rd annual meeting for Park City Credit Union. Your board is present this evening, but would prefer to be holding this meeting in person with all of you at our headquarters here in Merrill. Unfortunately, like many credit unions, we are again holding our annual meeting virtually in the best interest of us all, as we look forward to being all together again next year. Keep your fingers crossed. Your CEO, President Val Mindak, would also like to thank you for joining the meeting. Val, turn it over to you.
Thank you, Jim. Welcome, everyone. I am Val Mindak. I am the CEO and President of your Park City Credit Union. Let me start by extending a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm excited to be here with you tonight as we look back at 2021 with all the new beginnings, and also focus on the future of 2022 as we continue to remain stronger together. I'm very proud of the service of our employees, and I thank you, the members, for allowing us to serve you daily with all of your financial needs. Park City Credit Union members are the absolute best. We all work together for the good of the whole, and this has been true for the past 83 years. Thank you. I will now turn the meeting back over to Chairman Jim Richardson.
Thank you, Val. I would like to thank our board of directors for their dedication and service to this organization and for their commitment in representing the membership of Park City Credit Union. At this time, I ask each director to approach the podium to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about themselves. So, Lee, let's start with you.
Good evening. I'm Lee Upsall. I've grown up in Merrill, graduated in '79, came back in '99 and started a business called Merrill Tool and Water Jet with my brother Craig. I've been on the board since 2013, and I still consider it an honor and a privilege to serve. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Mia Burbach. I have been on the board for 10 years now. I joined as a board member in 2012. I have grown up in Merrill most of my life, graduated from high school here, and currently work at Church Mutual Insurance Company in the marketing department. My husband and son also live here in Merrill.
Good afternoon. I'm Jeff Upman, and I've been on the board for approximately 5 years. I live in the Rylander area. I retired 9 years ago from the Oneida County Sheriff's Department, where I worked for 38 years. Married, 4 children, all adults, chairman of the credit committee, and also a member of all the other subcommittees. So thank you, and thank you for letting me represent you.
Gary.
Good evening. My name is Gary Schwartz. I'm Merrill. Airport brat for 17 years. I have retired. My mom said we're going back to Merrill, so that's how I got here. Serve on the board and appreciate being on the board.
Good evening. My name is Steve Metz. I'm a CPA. I represent the Minocqua market. I've been on the board since 2017. And unlike Jim, I haven't been to all 83 annual meetings yet. Thank you. It's good.
Hello, my name is Rob Omeg. I'm a 2007 graduate of Merrill High School. I've been employed with Aspirus Merrill Hospital for the last 15 years. And I've been a board member since 2019, representing the Merrill area. Thanks for spending part of your evening today.
Hi, my name is Jackie Leonard. I am the broker owner of Northeast Community Realty, and I've been on the board for about 6 months. And I'm excited to join everybody for this term. I grew up in the Rhinelander area, went to school in Rhinelander. I've also lived in Merrill. My family currently is now in the Gleason, Tomahawk area, and I represent the Tomahawk area.
Thank you, board members. And just for the record, Steve has volunteered for whatever committee work that we may come up with shortly. I am on the board. I have been on the board for quite a few years. I was a school teacher here in Merrill for 33 years. And I thank you for allowing me to be on this board. It really is an excellent organization. I would also like to thank Director Paul Keenitz, who is unable to be with us tonight for his service. Paul represents the Merrill market and is the owner of Riverside Athletic Club here in Merrill. Paul has served on the board since 2014. At this time, I'll call the 83rd annual meeting of membership of Park City Credit Union to order. We have 62 members present, which constitutes a quorum to hold the meeting. Jolene Draxler, Executive Secretary, is appointed to be the recording secretary for this official meeting. Our first order of business is to entertain a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes from the 2021 annual meeting. I need a motion.
Jim Malt.
Okay, we have a motion.
Chairman Richardson, we have a second also.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor indicate with aye. Opposed? Ayes have it, motion is carried. I will now call on Lee Upsall, our board secretary, to present the nominating committee report.
Good evening. I'm Lee Upsall, Secretary for the Board of Directors, and representing the Nominating Committee. Have been on the Board of Directors since 2013. The Nominating Committee, comprising of 5 board members, was appointed by the Board of Directors of Park City Credit Union with the goal to oversee the election process and to bring a slate of candidates forward that have leadership, passion, and the competencies necessary to lead the strategic vision for Park City Credit Union. Volunteerism is an essential ingredient for the growth and advancement of our dynamic institution. We are internally grateful for the unwavering dedication of all our volunteers who have over the years given freely of their time and experience to ensure the development of the credit union. The membership of Park City Credit Union has cast their votes during the election process, and we are pleased to announce the election results. Please join me in congratulating Gary Schwartz, Rob Olnig, Lee Upsall to serve as board members for Park City Credit Union for a 3-year term, and Jackie Leonard for a 1-year term. On behalf of the Nominating Committee and the Board of Directors, we are grateful to serve you, our membership, as we continue to select the committed board members who work on your behalf in ensuring the continuity of the credit union's success. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. The next order of business is my report, Chairman's report, which I'm pleased to present to you. Before I turn you over to those presenting specific reports that detail the fantastic year that we've had, I'd like to share a few thoughts with you. Hopefully, you noted on the invitation to this event and on many other forms of communication with Park City, there are lots of trees as well as our theme, Stronger Together. In addition to the communication artwork, no matter which of our offices you visit, you become aware of trees and often the role they play in shaping our communities. For example, here in the Merrill office, when you walk into the lobby, you see metal trunks of trees and above a canopy of oblong discs representing the foliage of trees. Knowing what I know of Merrill history, this is certainly an appropriate scene. At one time, there was something like a half dozen sawmills and even a tannery that made use of hemlock bark for tanning hides. Add to that the window and door factories in the city, and you can certainly see how we had ties to the trees. All of Park City's branches have similar connections to the trees. For a few minutes, I'd like to carry the tree imagery a little bit farther. Many years ago, when I was perhaps no older than a third grader, if you can imagine that, our teacher issued a challenge. We were to have a competition to see who could come up with the most uses for wood. I really got into that challenge, and for over a week, I feverishly recorded every wood product I could think of. Now, I don't remember what my total was, but I'm sure it must have been 1 million, or at least that's what it seemed like to a 9-year-old. The anticipation built each day as the contest conclusion approached. Think of Ralphie from the Christmas Story as he waited for his decoder ring to arrive. That was me waiting for prize day. When the winner was finally announced, I had the highest total, even more than Peggy. She had a history dating to earlier competitions, in particular spelling contests. She had beaten me and every other kid in the spell down competition. I had to spell Qatar, not guitar, but Qatar, while she had something like down. But this wood competition was mine. I had won. My prize for the hours of work, a Mounds bar. You can imagine Ralphie and his decoder ring, and he discovered it was a marketing scam. My Mounds bar reaction was probably even worse. Still, in hindsight, I understand that it wasn't the candy bar that lasted, but the appreciation for the many uses of wood that made the difference, even with the memory of that prize. In the financial world, all of us face competition as we look for the best fit for our financial needs. In the end, Park City is that fit for us. For 83 years, this organization, even in the midst of competition, has built a strong brand and a reputation for delivering on its commitment to you, our member owners. That's way better than a Mounds bar. Let's go back to my grade school for a moment for another tree image. Our playground had an interesting connection to trees. 4 elm trees formed a near perfect square on the non-asphalt part of the play area. 3 of the elms were average size, but one was huge. The trunk of the tree was so large that 4 or 5 kids could join hands around it. Strong, gnarly, exposed roots formed an array of contours ideal for whatever kids imagined them to be. Using these trees, we frequently played tree tag, a game in which the trees were the safe area. As long as you were in contact with the tree, you couldn't be tagged. Those trees protected us from being tagged as it, and more importantly, provided protection from Mike, the fastest and times most physical tagger in the game. Here's an interesting comparison to our Park City trees. We all know that there are equivalents to Mike in the financial world. They're the ones that act as predators, try and push us down, attempting to gobble up our financial worth and loyalty, making us their financial it. Park City isn't like that. Our members come to us because they know that our many services and products, remember my million wood product list? Park City provides not only convenience, but safety as well. For 83 years, we've worked with members to earn their loyalty in the midst of change. An author, Susie Kassem, put it well for us when she said, like branches on a tree, we all grow in different directions, yet our roots remain as one. Similarly, that could easily apply to our membership at Park City and the changing relationships we share. No matter what, we remain strong and unified. Like the trees, sometimes we need water for seedlings to sprout, like our financial goals early on. Later, we may need help as the winds shake our financial needs. However, if financial roots firmly planted at Park City, we become stronger and flourish like the leafy canopy. We become stronger together, just as it said on the invitation to this meeting. We've been here for 83 years and hope that you, our members, will continue to grow stronger with us. Thank you. I'll now call on Leah Burbach, Board Vice Chair, to present the Treasurer's report. I'll take my mom's far away.
Good evening. I'm Leah Burbach, Board Vice Chair, and I've been a Park City Board member since 2012. Tonight, I would like to share with you our 2021 Treasurer's Report in the absence of Paul Keenitz, our Board Treasurer. Please note that our assets at year end were $320.3 million. Members' share and savings accounts were valued at $276.8 million. As of December 31st, 2021, our loan portfolio included loans in a total amount of $235.4 million. Park City Credit Union realized strong growth in all areas in 2021. The primary goal of your Board of Directors and CEO is to maintain a financially strong credit union. Reserves are a key indicator of financial strength, and I am proud to report that Park City Credit Union ended the year with a capital regulatory ratio of 8.15%. We also want to emphasize key areas where the credit union is exceeding local and national competition and expectations. At the end of 2021, Park City Credit Union had annualized member loan growth at 10.8%, deposit growth at 19%, and asset growth at 16.3%. Our loan to share ratio came in strong against our national peers, landing at 85.03%. We are also proud of our excellent key ratio tied to loan delinquencies and associated charge-offs, landing at 0.45%. Overall, 2021 was an outstanding financial year for your credit union. Return on assets was strong as we outperformed national peers, ending 2021 at 1.12%. Operating expense control was also a key initiative for your credit union, with a 51 basis point reduction from 2020. The pandemic brought unforeseen operation expenses, so landing at 3.09% for our expense ratio at the end of 2021 was a positive reflection of our management of expenses, which is necessary for strong capital growth. On behalf of your Board of Directors, we would like to thank you for your support at Park City Credit Union, and we look forward to continuing to serve you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Leah. I'll now call on Director Jeff Hoffman, Credit Committee Chair, to present the Credit Committee report.
Thank you, Jim. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Hoffman, and I am the Chair of the Credit Committee for the Park City Credit Union. As an extension of the board, the Credit Committee continues to function in a supervisory capacity. Review of loan accounts and applications that have policy requirements, special conditions, or circumstances are brought to this committee by our executive management team. Our goal is to find solutions for our members to meet their ever-changing lending needs while protecting the credit union. 2021 was an unprecedented year where we worked hard to find solutions for our members that continue to be impacted by the pandemic. Park City Credit Union found solutions to help our members. 2021 was exciting and very successful for our lending teams. In total, over $89.9 million of loans were dispersed to our members as they pursued new vehicles, achieved home ownership, or to have fun with a new boat, camper, or any other fun toy they had in mind to enjoy the Northwoods. We also focused on ways to ease financial burdens through debt consolidation or to establish credit. This record-breaking year was very exciting for the Park City Credit Union. Commercial lending services remain in full swing as we are working closely with small business owners in all of our markets to continue with our mission of helping our members fulfill their dreams while serving our communities. We are here to help members start new businesses or to expand. Our goal is to continue to help businesses as they face challenges and to partner with them for solutions, just like the partnerships that we have built in 2021 due to the impact of COVID. 2021 was a year where we partnered with the federal government to provide payroll protection plan or PPP loans. We knew that it was critical to offer our area small business owners financial relief from the challenges presented by the pandemic. In total, we were able to distribute over $2 million of relief through this program. We also knew that consumers needed help, and we worked to provide the relief necessary with structured loan deferments and skip pay programs to assist all of our borrowing members. Prudent lending decisions contributed to positive results in low delinquencies and loan losses in 2021, and our members realized the importance of maintaining a good relationship with their credit union, and our members' loyalty remained evident. On behalf of the board of directors and staff, I wish to thank the members of the Park City Credit Union for allowing us to serve you. We look forward to continuing the proud service of meeting your financial needs in 2022 and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. I will now call on CEO President Val Mindak to present the president's report. Val?
Good evening. Thank you, Chair Richardson. I want to welcome all of you to our 83rd annual meeting. At Park City Credit Union, our focus is clear and purposeful. Our mission is to help our members fulfill their dreams while serving our communities. I am proud of our achievements in 2021 and even more excited about the future. I'd like to turn your attention to the annual report that has been provided on our website. So if you go onto our website, you'll have a link for that annual report, and you can follow along or you can reference this at a later date. Our theme this year is Stronger Together. It is a perfect message. As the credit union, we all work together to achieve results across every area of our organization that was unmatched in our history. I'm often asked, did you have a successful year? Well, it's easy to rattle off financials and key ratios, and which were all fantastic, and you just heard those reports. But I'd like to talk about how we were able to achieve those strong results year after year. Truly, our secret sauce is in our people, the members and the staff. Our success is defined by all the stories of how we are helping our members to achieve their financial goals and dreams and to execute our mission. It's the stories of how we jointly found solutions for our members and how we're focused on executing exceptional service to our members and our community. It's the stories of how we are partnering with local businesses as they work so hard to adapt to a new normal, and by all the ways that we provided financial assistance to help our area local nonprofits. Very proud of that. Together, these are the roots that make us strong, just like the metaphors that Chairman Richardson alluded to in his message. 2021 was a year where we continued to reinvent the way that we served our over 22,600 members and our owners. We know that no one size fits all when it comes to service and connecting to our owners. We know that in today's world, we need about 22,600 different ways to bring value because every member is unique. We want to customize that service solution for each and every member, and we're great at this. At the end of the day, what I measure most is the service and building those relationships and how we're executing our secret sauce. It's critical that we ensure that measure our service and strive to continually improve. To assist us, we use an outside vendor, Member XP, that measures service and recognizes nationally the best of the best within the top 100 credit unions across the country. I am proud to share that Park City Credit Union earned 2 top honors this year in the area of best transaction experience and best loan experience. This is a really big deal. I want to thank all the teams for their focus and dedication on the mission and the member, which resulted in earning these top honors nationally. This is not easy to achieve, but together we achieve this. With the metaphor of trees and roots that lie deep within our communities, the reality is that just like the trees in a forest, we must grow to ensure that we are sustainable. We must have the right recipe for success and be viable in order to survive and thrive. 83 years and achieving $320.3 million in assets is proof of our strength and demonstrates that we continue to be relevant, even in a changing world. I want to direct you to the annual report that highlights some of the key statistics that I think are very impressive and notable. Again, our assets had a historic growth of over 44.9 million in assets for our organization in 2021 alone. We had 89 million in loan production, which resulted in a net growth of almost $25 million in loans. And thank you to the members for choosing our organization for your loan needs. And thank you to the staff for making this experience so strong that everybody was happy. Members love their service, and we received a national award tied to that. There's no other word but fantastic. We talked already that 2,600 members joined our credit union to bring our active members at 22,600. Transaction experience earned us a national award as well. Our members performed over 800,000 teller transactions at all of our branches. Over 77,000 calls were taken into our member center. And if that isn't enough, the convenience factor of online mobile banking, debit, credit cards are now a part of our life like never before, and the results are astounding. I find these results fascinating. 2.3 million online and mobile logins occurred where our members wanted to access their account information 24 hours a day. 2.3 million. 3.5 million debit card transactions occurred. So our members swiped their cards over 3.5 million times in 2021. 823 million in debit and credit spending. That is very impressive. And often I hear from members, I don't want to use those online banking or text banking or alerts or mobile services or anything other than coming into the credit union. Or I want to call. Well, that's fine, and we respect that. I want to provide another perspective in that with our digital age, it's never been more critical for you to be connected to your account and to watch your account information daily. We know that members are using online services such as Amazon, Netflix, gaming sites, PayPal, Apple, pay their monthly bills over the online. They do online schooling, they make online purchases. All those things are just a part of our daily lives now. And while these online sites are now part of our lives, using online account management services is your best defense against potential cyber targets that exist due to the way that we all have to interact with the internet for our daily life. I encourage you to sit down with our teams, be open-minded, and let us show you how these can help you connect and help protect your account. And that is our goal. I close with a special shout out to all the staff that are passionate about their communities and show their support of our Park City Cares activities. The ways that our entire organization teams up and executes amazing community service acts on their own time is nothing short of commendable. Jointly, we have helped over 140 organizations with over 135 random acts of kindness in 2021 that drove our mission and our commitment to our community. And they do them with smiles and joy, and they receive that back. Speaking of smile and joy, in 2021, we lost a very special board member, Dr. Bobby Bormans. Her spirit continues to live on in our credit union, and we recognize her contribution to our organization with a dedication of the Commonwealth Community Room in Harmony. Her message, "Have your best day," are words that I look at every single day as a leader of this wonderful organization. And I'm so blessed for her wisdom, guidance, and I still feel her vibrant spirit. 2022 is already starting strong. We continue to focus on members, communities, businesses, local nonprofits. We are planning to continue to expand our web and mobile-based online tools to bring you more convenience, and account security is top of mind and top priority for us. We have heard you. Our members want time-saving services to help them manage their busy lives, and we invest in these services, which is critical to be relevant in order for us to compete. So balancing the demand for self-service options with great in-person service is what makes our organization terrific. As I shared, we're proud of those National Service Awards, and our focus to achieve those again in 2022 is our top priority. In closing, thank you to the members and staff and the board of directors for an amazing and historic year. 2022 will be another challenging year as our economic and world events are rapidly changing. And I'm proud of the organization and the way that we've worked hard to position ourselves for continued success in the future. Thank you very much for your membership and for attending tonight's meeting.
Thank you, Val, and thank you to all those who did presentations tonight for our annual meeting. At this time, I will entertain a motion to accept the reports as presented.
Chairman Richardson, I have a motion. And I have a second.
Motion
And a second.
and a second. All in favor, indicate with aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carries. Next on the agenda is new business, but there is no new business to come before this meeting. So the next item involves donations. We're pleased to share that we'll be donating $100 to the food pantries in each of our markets on behalf of the Park City Credit Union membership. It is an honor to help this worthy cause and show our support within each of these communities we proudly serve. Now we have a question and answer session, if there are any. I'll ask the moderator if there are any.
Chairman Richardson, we have no questions at this time.
Okay. If you do have questions, feel free to contact us and we will get back to you with answers. Next on the agenda then is adjournment. On behalf of the directors, I want to thank you for being part of the virtual 83rd annual meeting. We value your membership and will continue to uphold our commitment to you, our member owners. There being no further business to come before the meeting, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
And we have a second. All in favor indicate with aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. The official meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for bearing with us in a virtual setting. We hope to see you in person next year. Good night.